satellite system. Yeah, we got a new one here. We got an old, actually an old new one. This is a North Star News Link system. Used to be used by a lot of different TV news organizations. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And look what the FedEx man just dropped off at my house. What on earth could this be? Well, this is a NewsLink flyaway system. It's probably about 25 years old, but back in those days, this was the way TV news got to your TV set. They use these all over the world, and apparently this system spent 5 years in Afghanistan. It was used by the press pool, as they call it, where they uplinked from Afghanistan the news footage of the day to all the different news media outlets. So let's take a look. What do we got here? We got in the first box here of the Norsat NewsLink 3200 system. This is the modulator, as it says right there. The second one is the base unit with the power amplifier. And down here we have the legs, the dish, and the waveguide. So we're going to open these up. We're going to take a little look, and then we're going to set it up. And then, if it works, I'm going to get the other system that I had up the other day that I was making a phone call over. And we're going to try to operate both these systems at the same time. And we're going to try to make a phone call from one to the other. And that's going to have double the delay on it. It's going to be interesting. Okay, stick around. Okay, here we go. Let's open her up. Okay. Now look at that. There's our legs. And inside this bag is the antenna panels, which we're going to put together soon. Okay, that's what's going on in this one. Okay, let's take a look at this one. And yeah, there's the base of the antenna, and there is the buck, the transmitter. Very cool. Okay. And last but not least, the modulator. Ooh, what we got here? Lots of rope, that's important. And long power cable, really good. And this electronics case. Looks like it got a bit dirty there. But let's take this out. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, there you go. Very much similar to the other unit. Similar style. Same type of news broadcast modem, the new tech modem. Very cool, guys. Okay. So we actually have something else under here. Look at that. What do we have here? Well, this is what we call the feed horn. And yep, this is actually what's aimed at the dish. There's a cover on it. And that's where the microwave signals go in and out, up to hit the dish and up to the satellite. On the end here, this thing here is the L and B, which is used for the receiving side. Since there's two parts to this, we're transmitting and receiving at the same time. And there's a couple other ones here, and these are not spares. These ones have a different local oscillator frequency because there's actually 3 of them. This one is probably more North American. There'll be one that's going to be more European tuned. They use a lower KU band frequency. And the other one, which is probably this one here, which doesn't look like it's seen much use. Maybe it has, I don't know. Looks kind of rusty there. This one is probably the one for Asia and Australia. So there you go, guys. Now we're going to set this up. Oh yeah, remove cap prior to operation. Okay, so there she is, partially set up. Got the reflector up, we got the base mounted, and we got the legs set up. Now, one thing I like to note about this system compared to the other one, this one is manually aimed. There's no fancy motors on this guy. This is real old school, and you basically need to know what you're doing to set one of these up. and aim it at a satellite. And you need to do it with a spectrum analyzer, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use an old school spectrum analyzer as well from the 1980s to do it. So you guys are probably going to like that. Yeah, so to manually aim it, the elevation, you play with it here, and the azimuth, you just turn the thing. That's all you're doing. See that? It just rotates at the base. And when you find the correct azimuth, you tighten down these knobs here so the wind doesn't pull it. And what I'm going to do next is mount the feed horn, which goes right in here. It transmits up through the feed horn. There's a microwave waveguide built right into the feed horn, into the arm. So really cool. There you go. So I just love how this stuff is designed. It was designed for quick deployment out in the field. Look at that, eh? Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. And then we do the same with the feed horn here. There we go. Just drop that into place, line it up, and yeah, tighten her down. And there you go. We're all set here to rock and roll. Now, for you satellite guys, you probably know about the skew, the rotation. Unless you're on the exact longitude of the your longitude is in line with the satellite, you would be at 0. But that's hardly ever the case, so you're going to go negative or positive. And all we have to do, what I was showing about the waveguide from the buck, the microwave energy is coming up here. It's actually going to come out right here, and this is where things get interesting. There's the end of that waveguide. We're going to put a flexible waveguide from there to here to feed that microwave signal into the feed horn to be transmitted. So I'll do that next. Okay, so there we go. I've attached the flexible waveguide piece, and as you can see now, we can do skew rotation, and the other thing, and I've seen this done, is not to actually do it that way. Like the other system that I was showing the other day, it has a long flexible waveguide. You could actually just bring that right up and plug it in here. So yeah, a couple different ways of how to use this antenna. It's pretty cool antenna. I love it. So guys, here's a little bit of a history on this antenna. It has been used by this teleport to bring news to the public, the NorthSat Flyaway Terminal. And they also talk about over here, it was used by the federal government. Very interesting. And it was used, it says they provided satellite flyaway in Kuwait, apparently for official Defense Department media pool. So there you go, guys. So this is what this is all about, how this antenna was used back in the day. And yeah, here we go. Here's some guy giving a report. And then it was used for disaster relief, apparently in news coverage in Ecuador, whenever that happened. And yeah, oh, Fidel Castro's funeral. Wow. Okay, well, that's cool. Imagine them bringing that into Cuba. I guess it was authorized. And there it is on Capitol Hill, whatever that was. The inauguration, probably that was Obama. So there you go, guys. Pretty cool antenna. Seeing a lot of action, obviously. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to aim the dish, and I've got it tuned into ARSAT-2, 81 degrees west, and I'm manually aiming it. And this is how you do it, guys. You just basically start moving it, tilting it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm slowly moving it forward. And then, oh, you hear that? You see? I'm getting close. And yeah, see it turns green, the little line there. I'm gonna hit the right signal. And then what I'm gonna do is clamp that down, and it'll be locked on that satellite. And then I'm going to bring out a spectrum analyzer and we can peek it to make sure it's bang on the satellite. And yeah, we're also going to play with the skew. Okay, I've done the skew and it's only about 2 degrees. We're aiming at a satellite that's 81 degrees, the orbital slot, and I'm at 79 longitude, so only a couple of degrees, and we're getting a good signal there. It's hard to see this outside with all the sunlight, but there you go, bang on. So let's set up the modem. Okay, so there we go. We got her all set up, and I'll just give you a quick run through here. The LNB wires to the LNB or the receive input, and the transmit, the blue wire, runs over to the input to the transmitter, the buck, which is converting the L-band signal, which is in the 1000 megahertz range, and it amplifies it and boosts it, the frequency up to around 14 gigahertz. And the yellow cable is the power cable, and that runs to the control console here, and we are going to turn the power on. And let's see, we got any lights? Yep, I see a modem light coming on there, so the modem is booting up. And what we're going to do next is, oh, I love this red switch. Oh, that looks really dangerous. That's the transmitter, and we're going to turn it on. Oh, and there it goes. The famous vacuum cleaner sound. So we're going to let it do its thing right now. It takes a few minutes to connect, and we'll see if we get an internet connection. I'm going to actually next jack into the Ethernet ports on this thing and see if we can get an internet connection, and then we might turn on that phone adapter and make another call over the ET phone. And if all goes well, tomorrow I'll get the other system back. I'll set that one up over here, and we'll have a shootout between the two systems. It's going to be cool, guys. Stay tuned. So, this is a different modem, and I put in the parameters of the modem and the satellite, and it is network layer initialization. And see that minus 32, that's a really good signal on the download. Oh no, something went wrong. Fetching terminal config failed. Oh no, operational. Looks like it fixed itself. This is what I love about these modems. Yeah, we are operational. We got 3 green lights. These modems are really smart. They log into the New Tech Dialog Hub and they update themselves and fix themselves. It's a very smart technology, and it was designed for news, satellite news gathering. So there you go, guys. We're operational with a new system. This is a totally different system than the one I had. We'll get the other one out tomorrow, and we will put it up on the satellite too, and we're actually going to make a phone call across these two systems, which will be really bizarre and cool. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, as you can see, we're operational there. 3 blue lights, the analog telephone adapter. Hard to see, but we got green lights, so we have telephone lines up and running. I'm going to make a call. Let's call, I'm plugged in a line 1, and we got the famous telephone here. We are going to call, let's see, what is it, 647 812 8701. Let's do it, guys. Okay, I'm pressing speakerphone. We're going to dial. Is that going to go through? Oh, it went through. Took a while. Wow, it sounds weird. That ringback sounds really weird. Hello? 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 Okay. We got the same weird. Turn that volume up. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We're talking over a satellite. A new satellite system. Yeah, we got a new one here. We got an old, actually an old new one. This is a North Star News Link system. Used to be used by a lot of different TV news organizations. Anyways, we're going to actually do one little trick before I go. We're going to change the voice codec on that ATA and see if we can get really clear sound. We're going to change from the G711U to a G729. Okay, guys. Okay, for you telephone guys out there that kept saying, hey, what kind of codec are you using? You should be able to do clear voice over 32 kilobits. Well, the reason why it sounds like robo voice is because half the packets were getting lost, and that's because of the codec. The G711U needs 64 kilobits. So let's see what other codecs we have here. 729A looks like a good choice. I believe that one uses only 8 kilobits, and I believe 723 is another good choice, but we're going to go with the 729, and let's do that now. I'm going to save that, submit all changes. Okay, is that going to work? Anyways, there we go. Oh, it's rebooting. Okay, let's let it reboot. We'll go out and try another call. Let's see how better it works. Okay, guys, now we've changed over to a lower bitrate codec. We're using the G729, and that needs only 8 kilobits. We have 32 kilobits on our connection here. So let's do a test. See if it still sounds like robo voice, or does it sound good? So let's do that test now. I've got the telephone out here, and we're going to do a redial here. Let's start her up. Well, that went through pretty good. Let's pick up the phone here. And hello? 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 Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, that sounds a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds a lot better. That certainly works. Yep.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you. You phone guys out there that suggested I change the codec were right. It does work. And we could probably make, actually, with this codec, we could probably do 4 phone calls simultaneously over this connection, which is really cool. That's very, very cool. Okay, guys. So we still have the delay because it's still going 44,600 miles. And tomorrow we will do this again with the other satellite system, and that's going to be really cool. It's going to double the delay. We're going to do what's known as a double honk, up to the satellite and back, and then up to the satellite and back again. Okay, guys, have a good one. And I put that there for the birds so they know.